Hello, everyone. We've got some breaking news. I'm sure you've already heard about it, but it has to do with P. Diddy Combs, who was arrested on 9/16, that's September 16th, indicted in a New York federal court, charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Allegations date back to 2008, include that he forced and coerced males and females into drug-induced sexual performances, many of them that lasted for days. He pleaded not guilty, of course, and is being held without bail. And if he is convicted, is facing up to 15 years to life. I have on with me today Representative Brandon Guffey. He is a member of the legislature in South Carolina. He is also the author of Gavin's Law, and his son so sadly committed suicide because of sextortion when his son was only 17. Brandon, thank you. Thank you for joining us. When these stories come up, our focus is protecting kids on the internet with Enough is Enough, but I always try to use these stories because kids are seeing these stories, right? Because it's all over the news. It's in the paper. And P. Diddy Combs, is a big rap guy. I've never listened to him, but that these are opportunities for parents to talk to their kids, to say, you know what? A predator can be anybody. It's not necessarily the sneaky guy on the internet or this person over here. It can be a famous person. It can be a celebrity.
Yeah.
It can be a star. It can be a politician. It can be a member of the clergy, right?
Yes.
And so that we use these as teachable moments. Would you like to weigh in on that?
Yeah. I mean, I think to me, the most important teachable moment is whenever you say sex trafficking. A lot of people have this mindset of like the movie Traffic. That's
Yeah,
not necessarily the case. If
right,
I am telling you that I want you to sleep with this person for a personal gain, and I am convincing you because I have coerced you throughout this time or extorted you to get you to this point, and you continue to do it, that is sex trafficking.
right.
And it sounds like with someone with this much power, as much media as Harvey Weinstein got,
Yeah,
this is far worse of a crime. Now, keep in mind, P. Diddy was the one that parents allowed Justin Bieber to stay with whenever he was a teen, Usher to
right.
stay with whenever he was a teen. This was a guy who helped these young kids move up throughout life. And to me, this is far worse than any of the Michael Jackson allegations.
Right, right. And usually when you see these cases there where there's smoke, there's fire, right? And the fact that
Yeah.
he was now indicted, we'll of course have to see in our country, we have a system of justice that says innocent until proven guilty. But I can tell you as a young, just graduated from college, going to New York City and then Florida and LA, modeling and doing some acting. You saw a lot of stuff, and I can tell you this, the predators came out in droves looking for the
Yeah.
new crop of young girls or young people, trying to make it, that were vulnerable and naive. And this doesn't sound much different to me. So it's going to be really interesting to see, how this comes out. But yeah, you're right. We're going to hear some stories, because there's going to be a case, and there's going to be trials, and we're going to find out what really happened here. But I just want to encourage parents, when you see any of these kinds of stories that get your attention and your kids' attention, use it as a teachable moment and start to help them understand that there are people out there that are doing these kinds of things, and they might not be who you think. And if anyone
Correct.
does anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, online, offline, whatever else, or you see this happening to a friend, because a lot of times bystander friends see things happening to their friends, that they need to, if they see something, say something, right?
Yeah. You said see something, say something. I was going to say speak up, speak out.
There you go. All
Same
right.
thing. I mean, something happens, you've got to use your voice. It is the one thing that we have that no one can take away from you. It is your God-given right and your constitutional right. So use it.
Thank you. Okay. Well, thank you, Brandon. And there's our news break for today. Have a great one.